Hello everyone, welcome to watch my new Unreal Engine 5 tutorial about making Earth. Let's open up Blender. If you don't have Blender, I give all download links in description. Okay, let's delete the first cube. Then add UV sphere that present our Earth right now. Next thing what we want to do is add subvisions to our sphere. Click tool icon and add modifier. Then select subdivision surface. Then you can increase levels viewport count up to 3 or 4. After that we need to apply it. As you can see, we have now lot more subvisions. Last thing what we have to do is save that Blender file to your PC. Use FBX format. Okay, now open up Unreal Engine 5 project. Let's make a new folder to our Earth. Remember, keep everything organized. Then we have to import that UV sphere what we made in Blender. You can just drag and drop it or do like this way. Select build nanoid. You can always do it later if you wish. Okay, good. Next thing what we want to do is drag that sphere to our scene so we can start modeling here. Let's increase the size a little bit, like this. At this point we can also increase our light source intensity a little bit so we can see better. I set it to 15. That's okay. We have brand new modeling tools inside Unreal Engine 5, so we are going to use those. But first, we are going to download some real-world scan data as a texture maps. Link to this website is also in description. We need 3 different maps: albedo, height map and also alpha map to detect ocean. Download maps in 10K size and height map also in 4K size for the normal map generation. Next we move to normal map online website to generate normal map. Drag and drop height map, then just download it. Then import maps to our project and we can start modeling. If you don't have modeling tab, you can go to plugins and enable it. First thing here, we want to increase a polygon count. This is optional, but it gives better result. Go to mesh ops and then select remesh. Because we did subvisions in Blender, we have at starting point pretty dense sphere. But I want to increase the count up to 1 million or maybe 2. Let's try 1 million here. How it looks. This can take a little while because it's loading. I have fast forwarded it. When we are happy, we can accept it and save the whole project just in case. After saving is complete, we can add some displacement to it. Go to deform and select displacement. After loading, we can see some cool purling noise, but that's not what we want. We want to add our height map to it. Switch your displacement option to texture and then we can drag and drop that our height map, like this. Then it takes also a little while, but now you can see. It looks right away pretty nice, but of course you can adjust those values if you want. Let's increase intensity of skylight a little bit so we can see better what's going on here. Let's put this value at 10. Yeah, now we can see better. At the moment it looks a bit too noisy, but we handle it later. There's also values you can modify if you want. For example, that displays amount, it's default 10 and so it's good for this project, but of course you can change it if you want. Higher numbers mean a lot of more like displacement. And also if you are using different map, you can there select what channel you are using. Okay, now we can apply it. And save the full project again, just in case if it crashes. For example, Himalayas look a bit too sharp to my eye, but of course if you like that way, it's okay. One thing what we can do to smooth those out, to use built-in smoothing tool. Go to the deform and select smooth. Now it smooths everything out. As you can see, now it looks much better than before. A step tells how many iterations it have, and smoothing per iteration tells how much. You can also use fast implicit method, but it takes much longer time, but it gives a better result. We could set smoothing per iteration to 0.25, but now it looks much better. Maybe still little bit too sharp. Let's increase it a little bit. Yeah, now it looks good. When we are happy, we can accept. Now we have done everything what we have to do in modeling section, and we can start making a material for our Earth. As you can see, we have new mesh generated, and it looks very, very good. You can also enable Nanite here. Okay, let's save it. Let's stay organized and make a new folder, call it materials. And then we can create a new material. You can name it whatever you like, but I name it Earth. Then you can drag and drop it to our mesh, like that, and then we can start working here. Okay, first thing, you can drag and drop our textures to that blueprint. You can check how UV maps are working. Just connect that texture sampler to base color, and then you can save and apply it. Let's look how it looks. Okay, it looks good, just how we want it. Now we need some water material, so you can download this water planes asset for free. And when we navigate that folder, we can filter it by textures and select couple normal maps here. I think large waves and small waves works. Let's try those out. We can use this alpha texture to tell where is water and where is not. As you can see, white areas are water and black areas are land. Okay, first thing, we have to use linear interpolate node, like this. Then we have to connect it to alpha, and Now the A is land and B is the ocean. We can try this out, for example like this. Select red color and connect our landscape to A and then red color to B and then it back to base color. Now you can see how it works. Okay, we don't want to do that really. But for the normal map we can do it. Let's navigate where we saved our landscape normal map. Let's drag it up here. Now you can connect it to A and connect it to normal. And now we can make something simple water material here. You can search the node called pane. Let's connect pane to UVs. If you want, you can preview that node to check how it looks like. It's a blank normal map right now because we haven't adjusted the values yet. Now search texture coordinate and connect it. You can add more tiling, for example 10. It's up to you. $15 looks pretty good. Okay, now we can copy paste it to second normal map. Let's add those two nodes together with add node like this. Now you can preview that add node and see how it looks like. Now the first panel got speed and set something positive numbers. You can see it's moving. You can decide what values you are using. For the second panel, use some values but negative. You can play with these values to make it look good. Now you can stop previewing that node and connect it to B, like that. Now you can see the ocean is using that normal map, but landscape is not using. I adjusted some values on offline, so now I can show what I did to make it look a little bit more better. So this is the normal map, it is connected to normal, and you can see those banner values what I'm using now. I set the tiling to 50, both of those. For the roughness I used a seafoam texture from Waterplanes pack. Then I texture coordinate the UVs, multiplied by 0.2, and then next thing what I did one linear interpolate with noise. You can see you can modify the scale how you want. Maybe this is better. Yeah. Then for the landscape part, I made a little bit noisy like roughness layer for it. As you can see, it looks like that. I used noise with value of 1. Then I used cheap contrast. Then I multiplied it, and then I multiplied it again. Then I connected to A for the linear interpolate. you can create those constant values by clicking 1 in your keyboard on 10 click, like that. Then, little bit specular, and for the base color I used that basic texture assembly mob for the A, and then multiplied it by gray color because it was too bright to my eyes. I think you can of course play with those values. Then the C works same, but it's multiplied by bluish color, like that. You can change it. Okay, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you liked the video. Tell me if you want that I start making tutorials more. Have a nice day and see you in the next video.